manifest and reaching out my goals. Only God is out of my control. I will never ever sell my soul. Everything you've been wanting, manifesting for your life. Everything you
Hi guys. I know it's been a minute. Well, it hasn't been that long, but welcome back. We're just gonna do a little life updates video, like I stated in my last video. So my life update was supposed to come out before my Houston vlog, but yeah, that didn't happen. So here we go. So life updates. Your girl was going through it last year. When I said going through it, I was going through it last year.
What? Bukai, 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 back, 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 bus, 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 bus. He's something that, oh, no one, I said, yeah.
Like I did everything but die, basically. So first, I moved. So I moved out of Houston last year, December, and now I am in Sioux Falls, for South Dakota, for a while, just to get away, from all the, just to get away from Houston a bit, just a little break, like a little reset. That's what it is. So, and I wrote some things down in my phone because my memory has been awful. So I need to write things down to remember. Let me see if I can find it. Okay. Okay, I found it. Sorry, y'all. So, life update. Well, let's catch up. So, I just want to say I hope you guys have been doing well, and this new journey has been hard, because I don't have like my friends and my family that I'm used to here. So it's kind of like it gets lonely, but I guess that's all part of the process. And I mean, I'm okay. I'm okay. So let's start. Let's see. So 3 topics. So I moved. I got baptized last year, and I lost someone very close to me last year, and then so many other things transpired. But so let's get into it. Let me see. So let's first start. You know what's so crazy? I was supposed to put out a birthday vlog last year, but it was so much going on. I was like, no. And I edited everything. I was like done with it. But so let's see. So I feel like the biggest thing was I got baptized last year. So I got baptized in September. So when I decided that I was going to move, so I decided I was going to move, I think the ending of July or beginning of August, either one. So when I decided that I wanted to move, I was like, I want to get baptized before I moved. So that, I feel like that I've been baptized before, but I was like really young. Like I think I was like 3 or 4. So I was like, now since I like started my walk with Christ, like I want to get baptized again. And I did that. And leading towards my baptism, y'all, when they say as you get closer to God, the spiritual warfare that you will go to is crazy. Like I was going through things back to back when I had health issues, facing betrayal, like just so many things were like happening to me since I was like, I want to get baptized. And I had to like call the pastor. I was like, I don't understand, like so many things. It's just keep happening like week after week after week. He was like, yeah, that's kind of what happened when you like gave your life to Christ. So me getting baptized, I think it was the most beautiful thing ever, because I like since 2024, like the end of 2024, I did like a 3 months fast. I wasn't on social media. It was just me and God. I was like locked in. That's when I decided, I was like, okay, well, 2025, I want to get baptized. So, and yeah, I lost my train of thought, y'all. I think I'm going through early stage dementia. But anyway, so I was like, I want to get baptized. And I was like, I want to get baptized in 2025. That was like one of my goals, because I feel like I already like started doing the work, and I was like, I want to get baptized again. So anyway, so I got baptized. It was great because last year, like, I was just in my word, doing me, minding my business, you know? So getting baptized was very exciting, and you still go through stuff even after you get baptized. People think Christianity, or like following Christ, is all peaches and cream. Don't get me wrong, it's beautiful, but it gets hard, because when you get, so when I noticed, like, when I was towards my baptism, I started like changing also, like within my, I was like changing from the inside out, like things that I once tolerate, I was just like, I don't have to tolerate this. So like, I was letting things go as I was getting closer to my baptism. Like, I was facing betrayals, like it was just so much. And I think I became, I don't want to say numb, but so I'm a person, like, I give people like multiple chances after chances, you know, like nobody's perfect at all. So give people multiple chances, and things that once used to interest me didn't interest me anymore at all. So if you know me, you know your girl love hookah. I was a hookah girl down. I was like, if there's no hookah at the function, I'm not coming. It was literally like, I loved hookah down. I remember I was talking to my sister. I was just like, I don't think I would ever give hookah up. Like, I don't see myself giving a hookah. I was just like, God is in the Bible, it don't say don't smoke hookah. So I was trying to find reasons to make me smoking hookah a good thing. You know, I was just like, well, I don't think it's a bad thing. I don't do anything. And I was telling myself, I was like, I don't think I would ever give hookah. Like, I just love hookah. Towards my baptism, I think the ending of July or early September, early August, I was like, I think I give hookah up after my baptism, or I think it was before my baptism. But I think it was before. Yeah. Yeah, I think it was before my baptism. Yeah, I was just like, I don't want to smoke hookah anymore. Like, it, like in my, I just woke up, I was just like, I don't want to smoke anymore. Like, I barely even, like, I didn't even really smoke hookah. Even like, I literally had like the hookah equipment in my house, and I barely smoke it. So it was just like, when I go out and stuff, then, you know. But I was just like, I don't want to smoke hookah no more. And it was a big deal for me, because your girl was a hookah queen. I loved hookah down. I was like, I could give it, I was like, I don't do a lot of things anyway, but I was like, I don't think I could give hookah up. And I did, you know. So just to say that, like, as you get closer to Christ, you do start letting things go. You do things that won't interest you, you let it go. Like, people, you'll have to let people go also, because you know they just don't fit into this new person you're becoming. And it's not necessarily a bad thing, because I think as we grow, our circle changes, because we are changing ourselves. So it's just like, if somebody's doing something that I'll no longer, you know, find interesting, it's just like, everybody can go into your new season basically, and that's perfectly okay. That's something that I had to learn, that not everyone could go in the new season with you. And it's hard, but I think in that moment I really did not care who I lost, like, honestly. And I'm someone who cares deeply, but I think it was just like, well, if this person, you know, either showing signs that they're not good for me, like, you can go. And I think that's pretty much what I did. So yep, so I got baptized. That's one. Let's see what's next. And then another thing, so I got sick so much last year, it was crazy. I know my immune system's a little weak, but I was just, it was always something. I was just like, so, and let me see. So in May, I think the ending of May. So I have like eczema. So I battle eczema. And it usually gets pretty bad in like the summertime. And I have not had eczema in so long. So like the ending of May, I just noticed like it was like this big rash on my right, like in my forearm. That was the first one. I was just like, where did that come from? So I thought, so my skin is very sensitive, so I'm kind of mindful of like what I put like on my body and my face, because I will break out so quickly. It's crazy. But I noticed it and I was just like, what is that? So I bought all of these eczema creams, lotion, and stuff, and it didn't go away. And I noticed like it started getting on my stomach. Okay. And I was just like, okay, something is not right somewhere now. Like, I don't know what I used. So at this point, I had to like go through all my body wash, lotions, and stuff, and like throw some stuff out and get like on scented things with soap and everything. So, and it just kept getting worse. And it got on my stomach and then on my thighs. I was just like, mm-mm. I was like, nah, something is not right somewhere. So then, and also I started having like bumps under my boobs and like, oh my, I'll try to insert a picture if I could find it. So I was just like, okay, I need to go to the doctor because I don't know what's going on. So I went to my primary care. She said, oh, well, we'll have to send you to a dermatologist to see, what's going on, because, I guess they couldn't do much. So I went to the dermatologist and she was like, oh, how long has been going on? Whoop doo doo. And I told her, she said, well, it looked like scabies. I'm like, scabies? What? I was like, isn't scabies in dogs? I was just like, I don't, mind you, I didn't go anywhere. I just went like to the gym and at my house. So I was just like, and nobody around me like ever had that. So I was just like, where did this come from? So anyways, I was like, I think for May, I was so down. I was so sad because I was just like, what is this on my skin? It was so disgusting. I was like, ugh. So anyway, she prescribed me some meds and the meds was working, but they took time, and yeah, the girl was down bad. So anyways, that was taken care of. So I didn't really like post or anything. I couldn't work on my business because I was like, I can't show my thighs, I can't show nothing, because it's just, I think it brought me down, so I was just, until I figured that out, and it was finally figured out to like June. And yeah, so that's that. And then another thing that happened, let me see. So anyway, so then, I started to get better. I was able to like get back to working on my business, and I missed my business so much. That's why I really couldn't do YouTube. Like, I just felt so discouraged. And then I think August, so I had like one of my tooth was chipped, and I was supposed to get this teeth pulled out a long time ago. So after like my birthday, I got sick too. Before my birthday, I got sick, and after my birthday, like literally the day after, I got so sick. So then my tooth like started hurting so bad. I was just like, this is like, and if you had toothache, toothache is the worst thing ever. It is so bad. Like, toothache is the worst thing ever. So I was like, okay, now I gotta schedule a dentist appointment. I'm just like, so, and then I noticed like my face started getting swollen. Like, my face was swollen, I couldn't eat, and the headache that comes with toothache, the worst thing ever. Like, I would not wish that upon my worst enemy. So the doctors, since my face was swollen, they couldn't take my tooth out because my face was like so swollen. Like, when I say it was big, like my mom was worried. My mom was very, I was over it because I'm taking all these meds to like calm this pain down. So finally, I was like, so then I went to go get my teeth pulled, but my face was still kind of like swollen, and it tried to take it out. When I say I thought I was going to die, I was like the headache, it was so painful. I was just like, no, you guys cannot take this tooth out. Like, I really feel like I'm about to pass out. Like, that pain from a 1 to 100, it is 10,000. It is 10,000. It was bad. Like my whole face was swollen. Like I was like, okay, so it seems like the tooth is still infected, so we can't take it out. I was like, yeah, let's try again. She's like, okay, just go home. I think for like 3 days, and then come back. Or I think it was like 2 days. So now, mind you, at this point, it was getting closer back to my appointment to get my teeth pulled. My anxiety was bad. I was literally calling my mom, my friends, crying on the phone. I was like, I don't think I can do it. And it was like, oh, we can like they numb your teeth anyways. But it was like we could like give you something to fall asleep until we put it. I was just like, no, I don't want to do that. So I'm calling everyone crying because I'm just like, this is awful. This is terrible. So I remember the night before I went to go get the night before. So I was there on the phone crying. I was just like, because my anxiety was so bad. Like that pain. I was like, I don't want to feel that pain ever again. It was awful. It was terrible. And I even called a doctor. I was like, is there anything they can do? They was like, well, we can put you to sleep. And I was like, no, I don't want to do that. I'll call them. They was like, you should be fine. I was just like, time to pull my tooth. The day comes. I'm like, So at this point, I'm praying. I'm just like, God, please, I don't want to feel nothing. Let them just hurry up and to get this. So when you're getting your teeth pulled, like you can just hear them and then there's pressure. So I'm squeezing my hand. I was just like, let's just get this over. Let's get this over. Let's get this over because I don't want to keep dealing with this pain. So finally got my teeth out and I felt better. And then that was like August, the middle of August at this point. I think it was like the second. I think it's like the second week in August. Yeah. After that, I really didn't do much. I was just home, and then I decided like this is when I want to move. I think. Yeah. So like the apartment I was living in, I loved that apartment. I loved it. I was like, I need a 2-bedroom because I have my business. And I was like storing my business stuff in the storage, and I was just like, it's just wasting money. Like, I need a 2-bedroom. So I was gonna move to Katy, but then after everything, I was like, no, I'm ready to leave Houston. I'm ready to go. So I was regioning. I was supposed to move somewhere else. So then this was October, September-ish. So I was supposed to move somewhere else in Texas, Amarillo, with a family friend. Well, not a family friend, a family member. But things that didn't end up happening because there was drama. And I'm just like, my mom was like, I don't want you to go over there. I don't feel comfortable. And I was just like, yeah, because I don't want to go over there either. So at this point, I'm like, okay, where can I go? I just need to get out of Houston. Like, I need a fresh start. I need to get out of Houston for a bit. So then I finally figured out, I was like, okay, I have my mom's side of the family is in South Dakota. Mind you, I never really heard anything about South Dakota. I never visited South Dakota. I didn't know nothing about South Dakota, but I think I was just ready to go. I was like, I just need to go somewhere. And it's a smaller city compared to Houston. I said, I just need to go somewhere for a bit and just, regroup, get myself together, get my mental health together. And then, so I finally decided to come to Sioux Falls. And then, November, I received the worst news of my life. Oof. So, found out that my cousin that I was really close with, she passed away. And I've lost someone before, a romantic partner. But I was like, when I heard the news, I couldn't believe it because I was like, oh, my cousin. When I say that broke me, I didn't work for 2 weeks. I literally couldn't get off my couch. I was just crying. I was angry. I couldn't still believe it. I was just like, there's no way like my cousin cannot be gone. But I'm not gonna go too much into that. But anyways, and if you dealt with grief before, then especially when you were like super close to the person. Grief is not, words will not heal you. People being around will not heal you, but it's good to be around people while you're grieving because it can kind of help you like just to forget for a moment, but I feel like that was the worst thing that happened in 2025. Well, that's when I said 2025 was the worst year ever. And everybody was going through so much in 2025, but that news broke me, and still kind of like dealing with the emotions and stuff. Like, grief is not something you get over like ever, honestly, because you could be happy, you could really be around a lot of people happy, having fun, and it will just hit you out of nowhere, literally. So anyway, so I was just like, my lease was up at the end of November, and I think my cousin passed 2 weeks before I was supposed to move. Yeah. So imagine grieving and then you had to pack up your apartment and move. So I was just like, I had to like put myself together. I was just like, okay, I need to start packing things up and moving. And so, but I was just okay now, because the goal was for me to leave Houston at the ending of November. But I was like, okay, I don't want to leave. I will just, and then, I had to come back for the funeral. So I would just stay here until the funeral, everything is done, then, I'll leave. So, the funeral was the second week in, I think the first week in December or the second week. Yeah. But so after the funeral, I was like, okay, I just literally just want to go. Like, I just want to go. So yeah, so I came to Sioux Falls, I think the 16th or the 22nd in December. Yeah, the 22nd, I think. And I've been here. It's a smaller city than Houston, than what I'm used to. But, I'm grateful. God has been amazing for keeping me and giving me what I need. And I'm just very, happy this new journey. It's like, it's just me. Like, nobody's coming to save you. All you have is yourself. That sort of thing. And I'm very grateful for all the lessons that I'm learning, everything that I'm learning. And let me see what else before I forget. Another exciting thing. Well, I think that's the only exciting thing. So I started my own Bible study group last year with my friends. I think we started in June. Yeah, I started, like, it was just on my heart, my spirit. It was on my spirit that to start a Bible study group. And I was just like, God, I don't think I can facilitate a whole Bible study group, because I was like, I'm still learning myself with all this. But, I started a Bible study group with my friends. It's been amazing learning more, learning together, our ideas, hearing things people went through. It's like, you're never alone. And it's just been such a great space to come to when there's so much going on in the world. And you have people there who's going to pray for you, who's going to be there for you. So yeah, your girl started a Bible study group, and it's been amazing. It's going well. I'm very thankful for all the girls that joined me. Like, it's not easy, but it's another thing coming out of my comfort zone and doing something for Christ and his kingdom. So I'm very excited about that. And now I learned so many things last year about myself, mostly. One, starting over, because I'm somebody, I wasn't born in Houston, but I grew up in Houston, so I'm used to Houston. Because I remember I was supposed to move 2020 before COVID. During COVID, I was supposed to move to Atlanta, but I stayed in Houston instead. And it's like, every time I want to move, like, something will hold me back, or I will hold myself back. I was just like, I'm just ready for a new beginning. I was like, I don't have any kids, so I can get up and move. And I'm in my 20s, so it's the perfect time to go and explore and to see where I belong, So I wasn't afraid, because I was like, I just want to have my family, my friends with me. But I was not afraid. I was like, you know what? I have God. God is going to be with me. Everything happens for a reason. So let's just go to a city we never heard about. So yeah, starting over. Like, when I say I've started over, like, when I was moving and like giving stuff, I give away like 90% of my heels. I used to have like 50 pairs of heels. I left Houston with what? Three pair of heels. Yeah, 3 pair of heels, literally. And like, I give so much away to family, friends, and I give some away to Goodwill. Most of it to, like, I had 3 big bags of clothes and shoes, and I give it to Goodwill. Like my clothes, I give away 80% of my clothes. Like my house stuff, I get like probably 20% of that. So it's like I give everything away for this fresh start, this brand new start. Because I was like, when I move, I just don't want so much old stuff in my new place. So I gave away so much. I was like, this is gonna be a new beginning. I'm excited for it. Everything can go. So I had to give away. I gave away most of my things, and I didn't really feel bad. And I'm somebody who love stuff. I love everything that I own. I love everything that I have. So another thing, the betrayal that I faced last year. From family and friends. Yeah, when it said, as you're growing and getting closer to Christ, everything cannot come. I fully understood that last year. And I'm somebody who cares deeply about people, you know? But I really did not care who I lost last year. Like, not saying death, but no. Like, I did it, like, I was just at this point, I'm choosing myself. So if somebody, like, I'm not gonna tolerate disrespect from nobody. I'm not gonna tolerate people treating me like I'm an option in their life. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna tolerate less than what I deserve, you know? Cause I was like, I'm an amazing friend. I'm amazing. I'm a good person. I'm not perfect, but I am a good person, you know? And that's what I had to realize last year. I was just like, just because I say no, or I set boundaries, I should not, that it shouldn't make me feel bad. Oh, telling someone no, don't make me a bad person. That's something I had to learn last year. Like, we had to set up boundaries and stand firm. Does that make sense? Anyways, stand on your boundaries and don't bend them for nobody at all. Oh my goodness. But anyways, don't, like I was telling myself, don't bend your boundaries for no one. Don't let nobody disrespect you more than once, because people know what they're doing. And that's something I had to learn last year as well. So I had to let some people go, even family members. I was just like, no, don't lie to me. Like you just gotta go. Like when I said the circle is tight, that circle is so tight. It's I can count on my hand how many end. I was just like, I'm gonna let anybody go as long as I don't let myself go no more. Cause I was just like, people are, no. If people show you their true colors, see it as that. Don't think, oh, they're gonna change. Don't get me wrong, people change. But if you have to speak about something more than once, yeah, they're not your cup of tea. Let them go. So I also had to learn that I can forgive people without them having access to me anymore. Because I think my thing was, I'll forgive people multiple times and they'll still have access to me after the disrespect. And I told myself, I was like, just because, I was like, of course I'll have to forgive. Forgiveness is not for the other party, it's for yourself. So you can move on peacefully. So I was like, I could forgive this person, but I don't have to keep allowing them into my life to have access to my life. Because I feel like it's a privilege to be in anybody's life. It's a privilege. And everyone don't deserve that privilege, you know? It's just like, I've given you a second chance and you still disrespected me, or you're still doing things to purposely hurt me. It's just like, now you don't deserve access to me at all. So that's something I had to learn. It's a privilege to be in anybody's life, and it was a privilege for anybody to be in my life. I had to realize that. I was like, I'll forgive you, but you don't need to have access to me no more. That's something I've learned, and that's something I'm sticking to. Yep. And right now, I'm doing better than last year. Like, I'm still learning a lot about myself, and my relationship with God is better since last year, honestly. Well, since 2024. Yeah, it's better. I'm learning to choose myself, to trust God fully, that wherever he's taking me, he has gone before me to clear the road, and I will face so many other things in life, but to not lose faith and to trust that God is going to be with me through every every and anything, you know. And I have amazing people in my life who genuinely loves me and genuinely care for me, you know, because it's a lot of weirdos in the world. So, and that's pretty much it. So I just want to say, if you're someone you're thinking about moving, you don't have kids, even if you have kids, you can still move, you know? Just trust God that if He put something in your hearts, it's for a reason, and that He will be with you. He will not forsake you. He will not abandon you, you know? So trust Him and move, girl, move. Move, because sometimes your city be hating. Your city is not probably the city you're making. Like, move. You and me, like, well, I don't want to meet nobody here, but move and have faith that God will be with you. So, and another thing, to love yourself, choose yourself. Like, we give people so many chances just to hurt us over and over again. It's just like, I'm not dealing with that no more. It's just like, I'm not, when I say I run a strict program around here, baby, the program is so strict. I don't, I'm not dealing, no. I don't have to deal with anybody nasty attitude. I don't have to deal with disrespect. You disrespect me, you gotta go. And learning to just, I've been enjoying my own company for like a couple, 2 years now, honestly. Like, I could be at home by myself and I'll be okay. I don't feel like I need people around me 24/7 anymore. No. And it took a while to get here because I'm somebody who do not like to be alone. Like, no, no, no. But yeah, your girl was in Sioux Falls. My business is back up. I have things I've been praying for. I'm just learning. It's just me and God in this season, and to trust Him and to lean on Him, that He would not forsake me. He would not abandon me. And He brought me here for a reason, is to get myself together and go. And what's next? Just focusing on my business. I do plan on moving again. I'm not gonna say where, but you guys gonna see soon where I'm gonna be moving to. But that's pretty much it. And I'm just so excited for my channel to continue to grow. Like, I'm excited for that, to have a community of women support each other in any decision. And I will see you guys in my next video. But love yourself, build a relationship with Christ. Intimacy with Christ is the best thing ever. Like, I could just go on. How God is good. Even in the chaos, God is still good, because you don't even know what God is protecting you from. God is good. And to trust Him and to surround yourself with people who love you and genuinely want to see you happy. I'll see you guys in my next video. Love you guys.